Hello, this is Ms. Lodato. I'm the Director of Library Services here at Santa Margarita, and right now I'm creating a video for the Crucible and how to search for literary criticisms for the Crucible. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is that you want to go to the Learning portal and you want to log in. Okay, and we need to access the online databases from the Learning portal here. What you want to do to access those databases is to go to the navigation pane right over here. Click on Site Home. Under course categories, you'll scroll on down and you will click on General Academics. When you get to this page, you want to click on Library. And this is the Learning Portal online databases page for the library. Okay, before we start searching for literary criticisms, I'm going to have to show you where the login credentials are. When you try to access the library resources page from anywhere on campus, you are able to automatically log on to databases without a username and password. However, if you're off campus, for example at home or whatnot, you will need those usernames and passwords. Each of these login credentials are located either below or right next to the database icon. So for example, for EBSCO Discovery Service, the username and password is right here. For these two Gale databases, the barcode to log in is right there. JSTOR, username, password, and so on and so forth. An email was also sent to all students on August 14, 2018, listing a PDF of all the passwords for each individual database. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to search EBSCO Discovery Service. What Discovery Service is that it functions like Google, but for reliable information on our databases. Santa Margarita, we have roughly a little bit over 30 databases that is available to all of our students, and EBSCO Discovery Service searches around at least 25 of them. Okay, so starting now, let's put the Crucible in quotes. Type in "and" on all uppercase, and then type in the author's name. So Arthur Miller. And then we'll search. Okay, so here's the search page for the Crucible and Arthur Miller. What Discovery Service does, it not only searches our databases, but it also searches all of the books that are available in our collection, as well as videos and audio CDs. So right here, you'll notice this is at SM, and then below that, we will have academic journals, articles regarding the topic at hand. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how you can limit the results by database. Right now we have 6,400 articles, and I want to refine the results even more. So on the left hand side under Refined Results, scroll all the way down. Click on that arrow by Limit by Database. Click on Show More. And here are all the databases that have results for the search, the Crucible and Arthur Miller. For English class, the popular databases that teachers like you to use is the Literary Reference Center, Literature Criticism Online, and JSTOR journals. So let's update that. And it goes from 6,400 down to 660, which is still a lot. There are other ways to limit your results. You can click under Limit by Subject. Click on Show More. And here they have different topics when you limit by subject. Alright, let's cancel that. Now I'm going to show you how to limit it to one database. Let's click on limit by database, then just click on show more. And I want to just keep it to JSTOR articles, so I will uncheck that box in front of Literary Reference Center, and I'll uncheck the box for Literature Criticism Online. Keep the JSTOR journals checked and we'll update it. Okay, and we have about 17 results. So let's say you want to use the first result. Let's click on that. And we want to look at the JSTOR full text, so click on JSTOR full text. And it takes us to the article right here. What's good about JSTOR is before you download a PDF, the search result will allow you to look at the entire article so that you can preview and see if this is an article that you want to use. So, for example, if you want to use this article and you want to know how to cite it, on the left hand side under Cite This Item, click on Cite This Item. Again, Santa Margarita, we use MLA citation format. So right over here is the citation for MLA for this resource. So once you copy down the MLA resource, you can copy it to Microsoft Word. We can X out of this. And let's say I want to do another JSTOR search. So since we're in this database, click on Advanced Search. Okay, put the Crucible in quotes. The reason why we put 2-word search terms in quotes is because if you put, they will search all of the databases for the first word, the, and they'll also do a search for the Crucible. After the Crucible, go to the search box after and type in, let's say we want to study John Proctor, so type in John Proctor. Click on Add a Search Box, and we have a topic of whether John Proctor or Reverend Hale is known as a tragic hero. So if you're researching John Proctor on JSTOR, the first search term is the Crucible and John Proctor, and let's type in tragic hero. Okay, scroll on down, language, choose English. Under journal filter, return results for, we want to limit it to language and literature resources, and then we can search. The way that I choose an article is twofold. One is we'll look at the title, see if it reveals anything. So right here, that one sounds like a good one. Or a second way that I choose an article is that I go to topics, which is underneath the title. And usually just by looking at the topics, you can kind of see whether this is a resource that you want to use. Here, the reassessment of the goodness of John Proctor, fair or file. Let's say I'm interested in that article. Okay, let us click on that link. And again, what's good about JSTOR is I really like this feature of where you can overview the resource to see if you would like it. Again, as a review, if you want to use this resource and want to know how to cite it, click on Cite This Item on the left hand side. Again, MLA format, you can copy, paste that onto Word, and that is how to search on JSTOR. Okay, now that we've looked at JSTOR, I want to go back to EBSCO Discovery Service, so let's click on that tab with the E. On the upper left, let's click on New Search. Okay, and let's say we want to study Abigail Williams. So to do that, we would put the Crucible in quotes, type all in caps, and then type in Abigail Williams. Then we will search. Okay, so what I want to do again to reinforce, we want to choose different databases, but not all of them. So go to Limit by Database, click on Show More. Here I want you to click on Literary Reference Center. Again, other websites are JSTOR as well, but let's just click on Literary Reference Center, Update. Okay, and this will take you to resources on the Literary Reference Center concerning the Crucible. Okay, so again, what I like to do is I like to look at the title, plus I would also like to look at the subjects. Here the subjects talks about the Crucible with John Proctor, Elizabeth Abigail Williams. This seems like a really good resource, so let's preview it and click on it. Okay. And here is the resource. It's an overview of different characters that play a large role in the Crucible. Let's say I want to use this resource. Click on under Tools, click on Cite. And again, the citation format is MLA. So we will scroll on down until we get MLA. And then here's the citation for this resource. Again, what's really nice about the citation features and tools is that you don't have to start on a blank state, and you don't have to start at point zero trying to write these or craft these citations. So the citation format tools, these are a really good way to save you guys a lot of time as you finish up your assignments. Okay, so that is how to limit it to the Literary Reference Center. I want to do one more search, so let's click on New Search on the upper left. We just want to get onto the database, so let's just type in the Crucible. And I wanted to get on this page specifically to expand my search on the Bloom's Literary Reference Online database. The reason why Facts on File isn't automatically accessed is because Facts on File is one of the few database suites that are not searchable by EBSCO Discovery Service. But it has a link provided for you. So let's click on Facts on File, Bloom's Literary Reference Online. And then we have the Bloom's Literature database right here. I notice with a lot of your prompts for the Crucible, you focus on different characters. So with Bloom's Literature, they have a really good character index by which to search for criticisms. So browse resources on the right hand side, click on character index. Here you can type in characters by name, but I like typing in characters by work. So I would type in the Crucible. Or actually, let's change that to Crucible. And you'll notice right here is that there's a drop-down menu of the different characters in the Crucible. Let's say I want to study Reverend John Hale. So click on Reverend John Hale. Okay, and this is the results page for Reverend John Hale and the Crucible. Since we're looking for criticism, there's different types of results: reference, criticism, literary works, and so on and so forth. Let's click on criticism since that's what we're looking for. And we have two sources for Reverend John Hale, where they talk about um, his role in the Crucible. So let's click on the first one. Let's see what that's all about. Okay, and we have this article right here. Let's say I want to see how many times Reverend John Hale pops up in this article. To do that, you want to hold down two buttons on the keyboard, hold down the control key, and then at the same time hold on and press F. So control F. You'll see right here that a box pops up. It could be either on the upper left or it could be on the upper right. It just depends what type of computer you're using. I want to type in Hale just to see how many times he's mentioned. And if you'll notice right here, there's 23 matches of where Reverend John Hale pops up. So when you press enter, it goes down throughout the article and highlights where Hale is discussed. So since he's mentioned about 23 times, that's a really good indication that this would be an ideal article to use. The citation feature is also included on Facts on Files, Bloom's Literature. To find and access the citation feature, it's under Citation right here underneath the title. So let's click on Citation. And it has APA format, Harvard, Chicago, but again at Santa Margaret we use the MLA format. And here you can copy and paste to Word. Okay, and let's do one more character search. So let's go to Home right here. Click on Character Index. Characters by work, so type in Crucible without the. And I just want to focus on Abigail Williams. Okay, and then these are reference articles that include Abigail Williams. I want the criticism, so let's see what we get. Okay, so we have 21 sources. Again, I like looking at the title to see if it reveals anything. If not, I could refer to the short abstract that is just mentioned right below the Crucible title. Okay, so I'll click on, let us see. Here, this one sounds good. Betrayal and Blessedness, Explorations of Feminine Power in the Crucible, A View from the Bridge and After the Fall. So let's click on that. Again, if I want to see how many times Abigail Williams pops up, hit Control, hold down F, and let's type in Abigail. Okay, and we see here that she occurs 19 times in this article. So another good indication that this might be a good article to use for one of your resources. And again, just as a review, here's the citation feature right here for this article. MLA, copy, paste onto your Word document for Works Cited. Alright, and that's how you use the databases to search for the Crucible and its literary criticisms. If you have any questions or need help, please come see us in the library and we'll be happy to help you out. Alright, thank you and good luck on your assignments.